I found a way to turn this cheap, wonderful thing into like really, really good ceviche. It's a little weird method though. So to get started, take this straight out of the freezer, open it up, and just get it running under cold water. You can just grab some of this water, get a really salty water bath going for these, because we're actually going to par cook them. And I know that's like not really ceviche or whatever you're thinking, because it isn't, but it's not going to get fully cooked. We just want to kind of get them going. I really think it actually improves the texture significantly. You just kind of get the seafood going in here. This really takes about 5 minutes to defrost these. So, you know, and you can just run water, or you can kind of like keep replacing it, or you can just leave it really. So kind of a quick overview. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cook this for 30 seconds in this really salty water over here. And then we're going to shock it. So the outside's gonna get cooked and it gives it a really nice texture. Then we're gonna chop it up while it's still kind of like half raw. And then we're gonna put it in a bowl and cover that with lemon and lime juice. We're gonna get the rest of the stuff together that's gonna go in the ceviche. And that's just gonna be onion, garlic, tequila, and a jalapeno. Let's start making some papa uri oil over here. Garlic, olive oil, salt. We're just gonna get this infusing. And this is part of the rest of the sauce. 4 cloves of garlic nicely minced. And then we're gonna drown that. Some good extra virgin olive oil. A little salt. Shit, I'm gonna need more onion than that. And we're just gonna dice this up nice and fine. So, in the meantime, our water is boiling. So I'm just gonna drain off the defrosted seafood. And that was, you know, real time, 10 minutes. That was freaking fast. Not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I'm gonna get this bowl that I was just using, fill it up with very cold water, because we're really only gonna cook this for a very short time. Toss it in. Pretty much, you know, count to 30. I just kind of watch the calamari curl up a little bit. You can already see them, you know, this one's already, it's already kind of curling. That was 8 seconds. Done, okay. You just kind of want the outside of all of the seafood to look a little bit cooked. I'll show you in just a sec here. I just need to get this shit uncooking very quickly. All right, because it'll continue cooking. And then I'm gonna just drain that off. And getting the seafood inside of the lemon juice and the lime juice is gonna be the priority, because that's gonna actually take about 30 minutes for it to work itself out. So I kind of like to sort it out a little bit here. And then I chop these up into slightly different sizes. And it actually creates a very pleasing texture and interplay between the smaller and the larger pieces. Dice those up. And you know, don't lose so much calamari. Make sure you get these big pieces broken down nicely. And I'll grab a bowl over here. All right, so just put that in here. Now I'm gonna do shrimpos. And now the really great part, these scallops. This is really like why I buy this bag, because they're so delicious. So I'm a little more careful with these. Maybe I do them just kind of one at a time, almost like a cherry tomato. And then I could just run my knife through them once or twice like this. Drop that in. Okay, now for the ceviche-ing part. Lemon juice and lime juice. And I really do shit the hard way, don't I? This is insane. Didn't even really think about it until I'm doing it for people. All right, so pat all of your ceviche down. This can all be tight, you're just looking for contact. So let's get the juice on. And that's not quite enough. All right, that looks like it's gonna be good. Okay, so now you can see I've got ceviche just underneath. It's all touching the liquid, just for good measure. And this actually does improve the flavor. Just a tiny, tiny bit of tequila. Like, just that much. All right, so now you just chuck this in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Exactly 30 minutes. Now that this is cooked and it's really, really tender and delicious, it's totally unseasoned. A lot of traditional ceviche recipes say, all right, now you dump out the juice, blah, 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 right? And then you dress it. I say bullshit, that's really good. And in the tradition of Japanese cooking, you get a lot of glutamates and lovely flavor compounds out of the seafood. We've already rinsed it and cooked it a little bit to get some of the shitty stuff out. Now we're just gonna toss in the onions and the jalapenos. And then, got all this garlic oil over here, right? Oh my God, that's so much oil, Nate. I'm gonna get so fat. Well, fuck off. Dump it all in. You need it. So we're going to get serious with some salt. Fish sauce. Because everything is better with fish sauce. So don't be shy, but you should definitely taste it first. Well, hey, that's that ain't fucking bad. All right, a little more oil. Damn. Go with a little more salt. Obviously, a little guac is delicious with this. So, a little bit more onion. I'm going to jack some of these jalapenos in here, because that was all I had. Holy shit, that's funny. Garlic, and then a little bit of salt, a little bit of olive oil, tiny bit of lime juice, and then I like, of course, a bit of fish sauce and chili powder, something a little smoky and spicy, and some cumin. All right, then we take that cumin, dump it on. Oh man. And if you're up for it, fucking grind it yourself. It's awesome. Take a fork and hopefully your avocado will be slightly riper than this one. It's pretty, but it's not like that 100% mush-tastic one that's gonna taste fucking awesome. But you know what, this will be fine. This will be fine. In fact, it's working. You could definitely add some cilantro to this. I don't have any in the house. Shit happens. Gonna give it a taste. A little more lime juice. That's really good. Okay. It's really delicious, you know? You take a bite of each together, or if you like, you can also use some tostados. You should give this a shot. That was painfully easy, and did I mention it's ridiculously nutritious? Because that's like all great protein, omega-3s, fresh from the seafood, sustainable kind of little creatures. So this isn't big tuna or anything. This will be around for the next 20 years, unlike bluefin.